The copies are being circulated. I am reading it. After commencement of the Constitution of India, a fresh memorandum of procedure for appointment of judges to the Supreme Court and High Courts were framed. The MOP was revised in 1971 and 1983. This was further revised in 1994 and 1998 after the approved judgments in the second and third cases, respectively, with the approval of the Chiefs of India and Prime Minister. Currently, all appointments to the Supreme Court and High Courts are made as per the MOP framed pursuant to the Supreme Court judgment of 6/93, read with advisory opinion on 28 in 1998. The Supreme Court of India, by its order dated 16/10/2015, inter alia struck down the Constitution 99th Amendment Act 2014 and the National Judicial Appointment Commission Act 2014 as unconstitutional and void. The Supreme Court simultaneously revived the collegium system for appointment of judges to higher judiciary. The Supreme Court later invited suggestions for the improved working of the collegium. The Government of India submitted its suggestions for improving the system for judicial appointment subject to its reservation about the correctness of the judgment, and it reserves its liberty to take such action as it may deem fit, and the Parliament shall have the power within the parameters of the Constitution to govern the criteria and process for appointment of judges to the Supreme Court and High Courts, and nothing in these suggestions or participation should be construed as stopping the Parliament or the Union of India from exercising such power. The Supreme Court appointed two amicus curiae, Ms. Pinky Anand, Additional Solicitor General, and Mr. Arvind Datar, Senior Advocate, for compiling the suggestions received from the advocates. However, as a large number of advocates prayed for further time to make suggestions, the Supreme Court directed the suggestions to be invited from public by 17 hours on 13/11/2015. The suggestions are invited by the Supreme Court in 4 categories: viz., transparency, secretariat, eligibility criteria, and complaints. Accordingly, Department of Justice, via a public notice dated 6/11/2015, published in all major national regional dailies, invited suggestions on its website. All the suggestions received by the department in the time stipulated on its website were emailed to the two amicus curiae. The amicus curiae in their report filed in the Supreme Court have stated that about 1450 suggestions were received in the deadline fixed by the Supreme Court. The suggestions received were classified into one more category apart from the 4 categories mentioned by the Supreme Court, that is, miscellaneous category, and placed before the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court pronounced its order on improvement in the collegium system on 16/12/2015. Why this order they have inter alia decided, the Government of India may finalize the existing memorandum of procedure by supplementing it in consultation with the Chief Justice of India. The Chief Justice of India will take a decision based upon the unanimous view of the collegium comprising the 4 senior-most punitive judges of the Supreme Court. The Department of Justice sought the views of the state government for the improvement of collegium system of appointments, why letter dated 23/12/2015, addressed to all the chief ministers. The department received response of 9 state governments, viz. Meghalaya, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Arunachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Mizoram, Rajasthan, Odisha, and Goa. In view of the importance of the matter, the Government of India constituted a team of ministers to deliberate upon draft MOP for appointment of Chief Justice and judges of the Supreme Court of India, and for appointment and transfer of Chief Justice and judges of High Court. The changes proposed in the draft MOP were sent to the Honorable Chiefs of India, by letter dated 22/3/2016. The response of the Chief Justice of India was received on 25/5/2016 and 1/7/2016. The Supreme Court Collegium has agreed with some of the suggestions made in the revised MOP, while it has not accepted some other provisions. The government, after careful consideration of the matter, has sent its response to the Chiefs of India, by letter dated 3/8/2016. The effort of the government is to supplement the existing MOP by making the appointment process transparent, fair, and accountable within the parameters set by the various pronouncements of the Supreme Court, at the same time ensuring the independence of judiciary. While the case was being heard until the judgment was pronounced by the Supreme Court, only those additional judges whose terms were expiring were given extension of 3 months as per the Supreme Court order dated 12/5/2015 and 15/7/2015. No other appointments were made. During this period, 12 additional judges were given extension of tenure. As the process of finalizing the MOP is likely to take some time, at the initiative of Government of India, the matter was taken up with the Supreme Court, and the process of appointment of judges has been resumed. During 2016, 110 additional judges have been made permanent, and 52 fresh appointments of judges have been made. The proposal for appointment have been received from High Court from February 2016 onwards, The whole process as per MOP takes 6 months as the State Intelligence Bureau and the Supreme Court Collegium are consulted and then the case is processed for approval.
Yeah.
Sir, these are my statement. Only one thing I have to add, that about 3 Supreme Court judges have also been appointed in this after the judgment.
Okay.
That's how the matter is.
Thank you.